dynamite, 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 dynamite. It's a lot of beautiful women out here tonight. One in particular might even get to see her tonight. One in particular over here is a miracle, right? Can't even make up my mind. I'm loving all of them, right? I like this one, that one, 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 this one, that one. I love them all, man. I can imagine loving on them. Swear to God that I can handle a couple of them. I will love 11 of them. Right back into the hook. Fuck it. This one, that one, 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 this one, that one. I love you too, I love you too, I love you, T-O-O-T-W-O. Some of you toads coming like the Cutter Patrol. Now once in my life had trouble with hoes. Mischievous, baby, she a bad one. She be dropping jaws, got the cast tongue, like to watch her take it to the floor and bring it back up. She the best of, face down, ass up, that's tough. Guess what, get gassed up, get your passport, jump into some bad stuff. Fuck it till we blast off, let's put some miles on it. I know a couple more bodies we can pile on it. Motherfucker, this one, fist bump, big one, hit a wrist cut, pump piston, close the distance. Got a shitty girl, about a shit, be a little sack, look at this one, that one, 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 this one. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big fan of twerking, daggering for certain, handling emergencies, cause this is an emergency, an insurgency of a lot of body parts flying around, a lot of body parts flying around, a lot of body parts flying around. Hey! Black, white, purple, green, thick, thin. I like it. Yeah, long as the vibe is right. I ain't trying to measure bodies or itemize. We ain't gotta take a thing to get high tonight. Dynamite, 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 dynamite. I gotta make it till the pockets are shaking. The strippers are raking the ticket to making the chicken amazing. The zipping and shaking the boots and the making about it.
What up? Man, we got basketball on TV. We're ripping baseball. And yesterday I just got a whole bunch of new football cards to give you guys. And that'll be coming tomorrow. So to put out for you guys. It's a good weekend for sports. Baseball starts next weekend is the first games of this week. Is opening day this week. You think Florida's going down? I don't think I have them going out very far. I don't know. I think there's got to be some good games now. The first round kind of was poopy. It wasn't very good. At least like not a ton of fun upsets or anything. You have them going far, Jamie. You were right about McNeese round one, but I said after I saw him, it's going to be a train wreck for him in the second round, and they did not look good. I mean, and like you guys said, their coach is headed to what? Where's NC State, and so is their general manager, who has the or not general manager. They're like team manager, who is now going to be the grad assistant for the coach. He must have some value other than carrying a boombox around. A dude like that is not a novelty if he's following a coach to NC State as a grad, assistant. He's got to have some sort of scouting value or actual real value to the team. All right, fire coming in the second half. I told y'all, be about it. We're ready. We won't look up the teams on... Oh, and I wanted to check something. Give me 1 second. I think there's an easier list I can use here for this one. It's a list that I can open with... All right, I think this one's going to be easier for me to find. So, Zebby Matthews is going to be the first one. That's going to be the Twins. Yeah, this list is going to be a lot easier. I like this. Zebby Matthews for the Twins. And I am going to write on these top loaders unless it's like something we mag up or... I remember we will be able to do 2 $5 hitless credits with this and a fantasy spot. We got an 8 out of 9 Bobby Witt. Don't forget to get your 101 guesses in too. What up, Dougie's in here. JCH, we got Hitman, we got Rich, we got Bob. How you guys doing? Glad we filled it. Big shout out to Wes who came in. He was like, if it's not full by the morning, I'll fill it. He filled a little bit ago. I had some stuff going on this morning, but also headed out to see... did anybody see the new Snow White movie yet? We're going to see Snow White. I'm like torn if I want to see it or not. I just like going to the movies with my kids. Dean Moss Power Brokers. Love these inserts. 4 out of 7. Dean Moss. That's going to be going to the high school spot. How's high school, Billy? I will say I was at the casino on Thursday night, the first night of the games, and we were playing this game called Wild DJ or something. I guess only a couple casinos have it. It's a really fun table game. I learned it this week. But they had TVs right above every table, and they wouldn't put the games on. Like, we need these advertisements. They were like for the casino, and everyone started to get a little lippy. They're like, put the games on. They're like, you can go to the sports. They're like, put the games on. So after enough people started complaining, we were able to watch some, but I didn't get to watch a ton of the night games on Thursday. But after you guys both haven't heard good things about it. That's the same thing with me. Man, I don't really want to go, but my kids are already set on going. There's no going back now. I wish I would have had time to offer something else. David Shields here is going to be going out to the Royals. Royals going out to JCH. There you go, JCH. The high school spot also. Jeff Kellington on that one. Carter Holton, dazzling performers, 7 out of 10. That's going to be going out to the Braves. Oh, this list is so much better. Another big shout out to Jason Upchurch and even Chad over in his group, Chad LeMasters. He put these lists together, and it's so easy to see where these teams go. He's like, hey, there's a list there that you can just see it on one sheet. So what does everyone think? If you watched a lot of the games, I'm asking you. So I don't know how many games you guys watch. If you watch a lot of the games, who's the team that's like surprised? Oh, there we go, 101. That surprised you the most, that you're like, uh-oh, this team could cause some damage. Carson Benj, that's going to be going out to the Mets. Mets is going out to Jason Upchurch. I might have to do, I can't do quite that much, Jamie. I'm not built for that life, but I forgot I have some of those. I gotta grab those. I haven't done that in a while. Hey! Oh! 3 out of 4 Skeens. Just a hair white, but on the back corner. 3 out of 4 Skeens. Dazzling performers. Boom, boom, baby. I'm going to try to get 100 points for that because these are a bit thicker. I told you there was going to be some fire in this half. There had to be. Pirates going out to Dougie. Oh, yeah, that was a few days ago. Jailbird Dougie. So I went to a card show yesterday, and I did pick up some stuff because we've been talking about obviously the repack forever, and I realized I was trying to do just too much. And so I had bought like a huge like $5,000, $6,000 collection a while back, and I was trying to have it organized and going to do this huge repack. And I was just like, you know what? So much of that had dropped in value or become less relevant than when I bought it. So I went to a card show, took a good bit of money with me, bought some really nice stuff yesterday. But I did notice Skeen stuff. It doesn't matter if it's Leaf or if it's licensed. The Skeen stuff is moving, man. So good card there. This week, Jamie, because I'm not going to do, so the way I can promise that is I'm not going to do 50 packs. I'm going to do a couple at a time. It's going to be random teams. I'm going to throw them in mixers, and that's just the way we're going to do it. If you like them, I'll do more. I only bought a few. I bought, let's say 20 cards. Some will have 2 cards, some will have 1. It's not going to be, my original plan was to do all these, like a bunch of inserts with it, numbered cards, but I realized it's a very, not that I won't ever do that, but it's a very difficult process to do. It's hard. And Jason's trying to do one with racing, and he's like, it just takes so much time. And not that I won't try to do 2 different styles and do that, but I realize now I do want to get some good cards in these mixers. And so, I may mix, I think I got really good stuff that everyone will, like, but it will be done as randoms. It's just the best way to do it for me, so there's no hanky-panky going on. Set my light. No, you're fine. You're good. I just heard something. I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it was the dog scratching the spot. Yeah, it is. Oh, those are your new jeans. How comfy are those? All right, here we go. Spencer Jones, first one up. 3 out of 6, Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones goes out to the Yanks. Jamie, do you like that change of idea a little bit? Are you okay with that? Are we okay with that idea? That way I can get it out. I want to get it going. Sometimes I feel like everything has to be perfect in order to do it. Like when I tried putting these together, and I realized it's never going to be. The longer I wait, those cards lost value. They become less relevant. So I was like, I'll just buy good stuff. We'll throw them in repacks. Gary Sheffield, and that's going to be allocated out to what team's he given in this? The Marlins. Jason got a little preview of some of the stuff that's in there. 6 out of 7, Carter Johnson. Carter Johnson is going to be the Marlins. And the other thing was, I'm really bad. Like, on this, what up, Johnny? How's your mom doing, man? Part of the thing with, I'm not good at buying and getting any type of deals. Because when I sell, I'm the sucker that people can, like, really work down in prices and stuff. So it's hard for me because people aren't selling much under comps because there's so many repackers. There's so many guys doing that. So guys don't really come off their prices. So followed a guy in our group around yesterday, Tony, who put our baseball repack together. Here's a Luke Dickerson. And tried to learn a little bit from him. But it was a good experience for me. It's the most variety and nicest cards I bought at a card show in a while. This goes out to the Nats. Oh, that's good to hear, Johnny. So then they never found anything, like, seriously wrong? That goes out to Bob. Mike Sirota, Power Brokers. There's another 101. We didn't have a single one last break. We're on number 2. This goes out to the Reds. 101 Reds. That's JCH. Did anyone guess Sirota? Going out to the Reds. And, I think we have another 101 coming up. Dean Moss, 3 out of 9. Dean Moss going out to the high school spot. That's high school, Billy. I told you, when I didn't see a 101 or a huge name, and we got to Don Mattingly last half, but when I didn't see a big name, I was like, second half's going to be loaded. It is. It's going to be a triple 101. Charlie Condon, Yanquiel Fernandez, and I'm assuming these are all Rockies. And then the Jared Thomas. All the Rockies. Rockies going out to Adam D. I believe that was a discount spot, too, if I remember correctly. There we go. I'd have to check. Yeah. Rockies was a discount spot. Nobody wanted. Triple auto, 1 of 1 with the Yanquiel Fernandez, Jared Thomas, and Charlie Condon. When it sits, it hits. I've never heard it that way. When it sits, it hits. Well, they were up for grabs for everyone, and I know they're not always the most popular teams to grab, but when they get dropped, which the only reason I honestly I don't discount teams often, but part of the reason I did is I really wanted to break it when I got home before it got too late, so I was trying to do that just to fill it. It won't be something we regularly do in here. Condon's the bigger name more than Yanquiel. I feel like the Yanquiel is the one I heard, but maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I'm not going to lie. I think we have another 101. I told you, when I saw that first half, and I know it may have put some people off to it, but I've seen enough leave. I'm like, there's no way that second half doesn't have fire in it. Jeff Bagwell. I mean, how often do I even say that on a post? Like, second half going to have fire? Because I don't like to ever say that and then it's a dud. But I was like, there's just no way. I've never seen a Leaf product that dead. Jeff Bagwell, going to be the Astros. And come on, Messina, get in here and cover this. Pujols, that's going to be another 1 of 1. Albert Pujols for the Cardinals. No one guessed him, right? What is that, our 4th? And we're going to have another 1 of 1 in here, I think. After having none in the first, it was just that's just wild. And we rolled the dice for it too. Albert Pujols going out to the Cards. Brooks Lee, dazzling perform. Oh, is this a hot box? Everyone's going to be a 101. I heard there's hot boxes in these. Every card's a 101. That's kind of the reason I didn't want to do them as serial numbers either. We did that before. But this one didn't have 4 stickers on it. Brooks Lee, 101 for the Twins. You could be right, Wes. Is that what it is? We're gonna have another 101. Will I got ahead of myself. One back to back. How about a 101 Will Gasparino? That is gonna be going out to the college spot. See, Wes, all you had to do was say something, and you got one. 101 for the college spot. Will Gasparino. This is one of those 101 hot boxes. And then Luke Dickerson, 101. Didn't we just pull one of his too? Or was he on the base? I swear we just pulled one of his autos. Or was he on the triple? No, we did pull one of his. The dazzling performers. This is the 101 Luke Dickerson. Dazzling performers going out to the Nats. You got another one, Bob Riley. And another 101. How about Brady House? 101. There we go for the Nats. Nats hitting now. That's a good one. Brady House, 101. It's a good name, right? Now who we're chasing in the Nats? Hey! How about a 101? John Kruk, Lenny Dykstra, and Scott Rowland. 101 for the Phils fan, David Populars. There we go. We got a game here. 52-50. UConn up by only 2. We still have 2 boxes left to go. That was a hell of a box. I knew it. I knew it had to be in there. Yeah, someone I had read on that thing that there was hot boxes with triple autos. That and we had another one, didn't we get? Let me see. 407, 104. There's a 101. Ron, Brooks Lee, Luke Dickerson. I mean, it's a hot half. 2 more to go too. Maybe we'll get another one. I don't know if it's one per case or just randomly inserted. But I remember before we did a product where there was hot boxes 101, and I didn't mind it. I mean, that's just the odds you take sometimes running serial numbers, but one person had gotten all of them. How was everyone's weekend? Anybody do anything fun? Anybody get together for the tournament? I had hoped to get some people together to watch. It just didn't work out. Maybe for next weekend's games. We do have, is it Eclectic Football? I'll have that tomorrow. It came yesterday, but I wasn't home. Caden Dana. That's going to be going out to the Angels. That was cool. Jacob Wilson, 3 of 7. That's going to be out to the A's. We have the Bryce Cunningham. Oop, I have one behind it too. Bryce Cunningham, 5 out of 8 going out to the Yankees. There's one for you, Joe. Oh, nice. You guys just hitting your... I know you said you're on house arrest right now, Jamie. I better be careful. Not really, guys, before I start spreading rumors. But did he come to your house like hitting a net or something? 1 out of 5, Rock Chalowski. Is that how you say it? Rock? R-O-C-H? I don't think it's Rock. Rock Chalowski. That's going to be going out to the college spot. There you go, Wes. Is that? I know you know the names better than me. Is that one of the good names? I thought that was going to be a 101 with the black ice there. Chip and pitch slots. I saw one a game they have on Amazon with it's obviously like the foam balls, but they're like the dense foam, and you get. I mean, you can make this on your own, but you get like scoring pads. I think they're almost like Velcro. They stick to see if you got it. I've seen people do it with buckets and stuff. Ethan Petrie, 3 out of 4. That's going to be going out. Another one. There you go to the college spot. You're heating up a little bit there, Wes. UConn 4. We got Quentin Young, 5 out of 7 for Quentin Young. That's going to be going out to the high school spot. And then last one. How about a dual auto? Carter Johnson and PJ Morlando, 7 out of 9. Carter Johnson goes out to the Marlins. PJ, I'm assuming, is going to be a Marlins too. Yep, so that's a Marlins hit there. They were another one West grabbed late. One of the last 2 teams left, College and Marlins. Major discount on that. You got a combo one there, 7 out of 9, Wes. All right, last box mojo. Let's get another 101 one. I'd like to get one of those non-baseball autos too. Running out of room here with all these hits on stands. Oh, that was... All right, Vlad Guerrero, the first card, base card on here. It's going to go out to the Nats with Bob. You already hit some nice Nat stuff. Vlad Guerrero, 6 out of 9 going to the Nats. Oops, I need to get another pack of top loaders here. I'm using, for those of you who don't know, on these are a bit thicker, so I'm using 100 point. They sit in there snug, but not too tight. Hopefully enough that some of the curve in it will straighten out if that matters. Not sure how many people are setting these in for grading, or if that even affects grading. I've heard different things. With grading, and I saw this at the show yesterday, it's crazy how on anything modern, and I'm talking about even like 3, 4, 5 years old, anything that's PSA 9, sometimes is going, and I've heard the debate and stuff, and it shouldn't be that way, but man, you may as well just price it raw or even less. PSA 8, like, the guys are like, I know that's not even worth as much as raw. I'm selling it for raw price. He's like, you can just crack it. I'm like, I don't think people want to take the chance on that. Bobby Witt for the Royals. Not yet. Not yet. We haven't, Wes. David Shields, 2 out of 4. We saw him once already. This is such a good half, though. David Shields for the Royals as well. I think we saw him earlier. This is already similar to the one box that we opened. Another Brady House glowing review. 9 out of 10. That is one of the top names for the Nats, right? We got the 1 of 1 earlier. I think this one's nicer looking than the 1 of 1, to be honest. Pair of Brady's. Caden Dana strike a pose. 10 out of 10. That's going to be going out to the Angels. But that's the thing, Jamie. I should get your grading money back. I think the problem is people are sending $12 cards in, $15 cards in, hoping it gets a 10 and boost it up to like a $60, $70 card. But even then, you're getting it. But if it's a 9, people don't care. They're like, I will go buy a raw, send it in, and hopefully get the 10. But I'm with you. I don't disagree. But, man, I'll tell you what, I'll be buying them. And like certain PSA 9s I don't have an issue with. But, like, I'm talking, like, especially retail stuff, things like that. Mass-produced Don Russ rookies, things like that they're sending in. Like, say a Bo Nix rated rookie gets a 9. I think people would rather buy a raw one, send it in to hope to get a 10. I don't think they want to pay for a 9. Now, that's where collectors need to just go buy the 9 and enjoy the card. But I don't know how many's left. Another Brooks Lee, 2 out of 5. Brooks Lee, 2 out of 5 for the Twins. I saw the last card accidentally. I don't know if you did. And Dazzling Performers, Paul Skeens, second one of the day. What a half a case. A lot of people hitting on that. Wow. Yeah, I see that, Jamie. It's crazy when you go to shows. I don't know when you've been to one, but there's so many stands that have just like $5 boxes, and they're all like PSA 7s, 8s, and lower name 9s. $5. They're just trying to unload them. And like, I'll go in and look for Bills ones and buy them, or I'll look for like rookies that are nobody right now. Like, I have a ton of Daniel Jones PSA 10s that I got for like $10. I'm like, if he ever hits, I got a bunch of PSA 10s for $10. I can't get them graded for that, right? Same thing, I did that with some Sam Darnold stuff, but they were only 9s and they were $5. It wasn't worth it. Maybe if he does really well, and he went to Seattle, right? What a half a case. Yeah, you'll take double of those names, though. Jeepers creepers. I got to back up the big hits. Let's recap. We got to... I told you the second half was going to be fire. I've opened enough Leaf in my life to see that it's just a matter of time. Like, when that first half was... Not that it was bad. The Mattingly was cool. There was some cool stuff. No 101s. A lot of college. I knew there were some names coming. Bobby Witt for the Royals. Guerrero for the Nats. Wilson for the A's. Dana for the Angels, Bagwell for the Astros, Sheffield for the Marlins, Jones for the Yankees, Witt for the Royals, and Matthews for the Twins. They were our base. Here we go with our start of our hits. Remember, we will do 2 $5 hit list credits. All right. We had Brooks Lee for the Twins out of 5 going out to Brad Holste. I don't think you were done yet, Brad, either. We had the Caden Dana for the Angels, 10 out of 10, going to Christine. We had the David Shields for the Royals out of 4, Royals going out to JCH. We had the PJ Orlando Carter Johnson for the Marlins out of 9, going out to West, one of the last 2 team spots taken. We had Quentin Young for the high school spot, that was going to be out of 7, high school spot going out to Kellington. We had the Ethan Petrie for the college spot out of 4. Thanks again, Wes, for picking that up so we could rip this today. We had the Roch Chalowski for the college spot as well to Wes. That was numbered out of 5. Bryce Cunningham for the Yankees going out to Joe Thompson. You were not done yet, I don't believe. That was a 5 out of 8. Dean Moss for the high school spot to Jeff out of 9. Luke Dickerson for the Nats to Bob. That's out of 9. Bob, far from done. Bob hit a bunch of nice stuff in here. For the Marlins, Carter Johnson out of 7. For the Braves, Carter Holton. Braves going out to Johnny Guypen. Glad your mom's doing all right, Johnny. Going to be to the out of 10. Royals, David Shields, another one for John Carter there out of 4. And for the high school spot, Dean Moss, Power Brokers out of 7. Getting into just our one of ones that were not up here on the stand, we had Carson Bench for the Mets, Jason Upchurch hitting that. That is a 1 of 1 out of our 101 hot box, I believe. We had the Mike Cerrito for the Reds. A lot of teams hitting. That's a new one there for John Carter Hennessy and the Reds, 101. Brooks Lee for the Twins. Brad already hit one, but he got a 101 here. Luke Dickerson for the Nats. Bob's still not done with that 101. The college spot, Will Gasparino 101. And for the Cards, Albert Pujols doesn't count as a hit because it was a base, but it was a 1 of 1. I would imagine that was, we should have had another 1 of 1. Yeah, we did. That Jeff Bagwell was a 1 of 1 in that 1 of 1 box. So that was another 1 of 1. All right. Then we had these colorful combos. How about Jared Thomas, Yanquiel Fernandez, and Charlie Cardone with the red vinyl for the Rockies? 1 of 1 going out to Adam D. Then we had these 2 Brady House. One's a 1 of 1 and one is a 9 out of 10 for the Nats. That went out. They both went out to Bob. And this triple Phillies 1 of 1 laser. Lenny Dykstra, John Kruk, and Scott Rowland 1 of 1 going out to David P. And then how about a pair of Skeens? Dazzling Performers 3 out of 4 and 2 out of 9. Gonna have to start the rainbow now, Doug. Going out to Doug and the Pirates. All right, guys, first things first. So we had, out of 33 spots, let's see. Actually, was less spread out than last time. We had some dupes, but a lot nicer. Only 19 spots didn't hit. I gotta log into my random.org here. Guys, I don't know what I'm putting up next. I wish I had that football. I'd put that up. But here we go. 2 $5 hitless credits. And then we'll do the fantasy spot. Here we go. 5. Oops. That brought you over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A's and Diamondbacks with the hitless spot. That's Leah and Adam each getting a $5 credit. Everybody eligible for the fantasy spot here. Fantasy baseball spot number 4. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Need at least a 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be the Brewers. The Brewers going out to Wes. You got one with the Brewers spot. Didn't hit with them, but you did get the fantasy spot, which I know is important to you. So there you go, Wes. Just one spot on this. Did I say I'd do 2 on this? Or was that a time fill thing? 2 fantasy spots. So I go to 2. My bad. It's going to be the Twins as well. Brad Holster, you get a spot as well. Thank you, Wes. I didn't know if that was a time thing I ran. You're right. It said 2 fantasy spots. Brad Holster, you got a spot as well. I appreciate that, Wes. Brad appreciates you too. So here we go. Let me bring it over. We have Corey, Seth, Logan, Wes, and Brad. We have 10 more spots to fill. We don't have to fill it by the start, but I would hope to, but we'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. We'll figure out what we're doing next, and we'll go from there, all right? Peace.